One of the guys that I work with who was a glassy, he was saying he had some girl like basically sitting there chatting to this guy, and he was putting in a good graft, definitely, and she started talking about these shopping deals that she got, like, oh, I saved this amount of money on my shop the other day, and he's like, oh, so interesting, like, and he walks past and just pisses himself laughing, like, oh mate, you're putting in a good graft. Like, he was like, to his credit, he walked home with her at the end of the night. So we put in the hard graft, but there's only so many times you can really sit there and listen to bullshit.
Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Alexander Grace with Red Pill Interviews. I'm here at Hillary's Boat Harbour in Western Australia, and today I'm going to be asking women to share their thoughts about the Red Pill concept of male sexual market value. According to the Red Pill community, men and women hit their peak sexual market value at different ages. While a woman is most desirable in her early 20s when she's most physically attractive, a man's desirability grows slowly through his 20s and peaks around his mid-30s. This is when he has accumulated a solid balance of financial abundance, social status, wisdom and influence, all traits that make him desirable to women. This explains why older men often attract younger women, because they are matching each other at their peak desirability. The advice the Red Pill community gives is to not cash in your chips too early and settle into a monogamous long-term relationship while your sexual market value is still building. Instead, use your 20s and early 30s to date young and beautiful women, work towards achieving your personal goals, and experience sexual relationships with a wide variety of girls. Any thoughts?
I think that's quite accurate, actually.
I agree. I think. I don't know, yeah.
Sounds like a good time.
Well, I guess it's all about what you're really looking for.
It's individual.
Yeah, it's individual,
I'd
but
say.
overall, I agree with that.
Bit sexist, I'd have to say.
I don't think that you can like have a plan for this sort of thing. Like if you meet someone, you meet someone.
I think people realize the 20s, their 20s and 30s are for them. And I think that's true. I think you should be selfish and do exactly what you want, travel the world, date as many people as you like.
I think the intellectual peaks a lot later than girls. I don't know about sexual though.
Do you think it's true that men's sexual market value peaks a lot later than girls?
Yeah, I'd say, yeah.
Everything is a bit delayed with the males.
Not necessarily, I don't reckon.
That really depends.
I think it depends on the girl and her taste.
It might. So I don't think can something like that really peak? Like peak?
The girls after like money should probably go for older guys.
Actually, no, I don't think so. I think they peak before the girls peak.
Why do you think young women are often attracted to older men?
Money.
Money, maybe. Like gold diggers, maybe.
Older men are mature, whereas
And girls are ready to settle down earlier.
Yeah.
I think it's attractive to know what you want in life and not necessarily be rich, but have, money set aside to be able to live on.
What makes a man in his mid-30s more attractive than a man in his early 20s?
Maturity, I think.
Maturity. Yeah. I think that's a given. Yeah. I think a lot of girls are saying that too.
Doesn't act like such a tool. It's just, again, it's the maturity.
He's got his life together, I guess. Well, we'd hope so by that age.
Hopefully by that point having some sort of idea of what he's doing with his life.
That is stable and like settled down with a job and money and knows what he's doing and has like a direction to his life probably.
Yeah. I can't really comment on that because I'm not a fan of mid-30 men.
The respect he gives to women.
Yeah, that's it. Respect. And mental stability.
Why do you think a woman's desirability is judged primarily on her physical appearance, while a man's desirability depends on so many other factors?
I think that's just society as a whole, like
Patriarchy. Yeah. Social structure. We've studied this to death. We should have left this behind.
That's a really good question. I'm not too sure how to answer it.
obviously women are always desired to look a certain way.
Yeah.
And have
By the
certain
media and everything.
certain sizes, characteristics, things like that.
thinking like if you're a surfer, it doesn't really matter what you look like for a boy, whereas for a girl, like it does matter what you look like in a bikini. There's not much else to go on. I think that was a lot of my high school experience.
I don't know, I just think it's society's pushed it and constantly, I don't know, lowered expectations for women.
Because there's a lot more pressure on women to look a certain way for men. It's not really that pressure for men, I don't think. And yeah, men are a bit more shallow than women.
No, I feel like it's both in like the same way. Like if you get a good looking male, a lot of girls will be like, oh my god. Same with female.
Women think probably more broadly, whereas men, I don't know if this is just stereotypically, but men think of one thing really in
At
the
a young
age group,
age.
yeah, younger age. Whereas the women are thinking long term, so they think more broad, like all the factors.
If women are attracted to men because of his wealth and social status, do you think this makes them shallow or superficial?
Somewhat. If it's only for that reason, definitely shallow.
Yeah. But also they love it. Win-win situation.
Makes them smart.
I think that makes them a bit shallow. Obviously, if you like the person for who they are, I think that's a lot more deeper than just liking someone for their wealth.
To a degree, but then it depends on what experience they've had in the past.
I think if that's the main reason, yeah. But I mean, obviously we're going to be attracted to people that are a bit more well off, I guess.
Good question.
No, I feel like it could be turned around the other way as well. Like if a man is only dating a woman because she's young and fit and attractive, that's also shallow and, you know, goes the same way.
Usually men like that have other like values and other morals that attract women.
And you're sort of looking at it as less than using them more than just being attractive. Do you know what I mean? Like, are you using them for money or are you attracting them for money? So I think maybe there's a difference there. Otherwise, maybe shallow.
When shit hits the fan and he's not so well together.
And they get a divorce, so she gets half the money. So it's a win-win.
And then she can go for the younger men.
Not so much a win-win for him though, I guess.
Yeah, but he
definitely not.
got to be with the young, beautiful woman.
Oh gosh, no, the poor boy.
And and she got money. But in the end, it's bound to just explode everywhere.
What do you think of the advice the Red Pill community gives for men to use their best years to achieve personal goals and be sexual with multiple women?
I think that's fine.
I think that's good advice. I think the older you get more into deep relationship in your 30s instead of younger, definitely. You're not ready for it when you're in your 20s.
I think you should achieve personal goals regardless. Yeah. I think that should be part of it anyway.
Yeah.
No matter like what age you are and stuff like that, but at your peak, I suppose.
I think it's true. I think you need to figure out yourself before you try and figure someone else out.
I think to achieve your personal goal is a good one. I don't think you need to go sleeping around with lots of other women to achieve that.
I don't understand, like, what's the point of being sexual with multiple women? Like, what does that achieve? Do you know what I mean?
Why do you think so many men settle into monogamous long-term relationships before their sexual market value has peaked?
I think it's kind of just expected.
I think because they're scared to be lonely and old. And once men reach a certain age, it's harder for them, I think.
Because maybe someone else will nab them quicker.
I think sometimes they just even feel pressured to do so. Like sometimes by the family or
By the girl.
as well.
Definitely.
Could be a cultural thing, pressure, expectation.
Or maybe they're insecure. I know a lot of men can feel emasculated if they don't have someone, you know, at that point of time. So settling into something, if you're unsure about your future, you might want to get into it early and just settle with that.
Do you see any difference between the party girl who uses her early 20s to sleep with lots of alpha males and the mid-30s player guy who sleeps with lots of young and beautiful women?
No, not really.
Not really. I would say not that much.
Nope. I don't see any difference in that at all, really.
I'm sure there is, but haven't put too much thought into it.
They're both using what they've got at the time to get what they want. So
I guess for men, that's at their peak. Yeah, so that makes a lot of sense.
Not really, to be honest, because girls our age, we just love to party and have a bit of fun. And guys, if they pick that age at 30, well, that's just them. So there's not much difference.
Yeah, I think that the women in their early 20s aren't quite as clued up with what they're doing as the men are in their mid-30s.
I think there's a bit of lack of respect for both, but at the same time, I guess if they're trying to find themselves, it's not necessarily a bad thing. I suppose it's just the way you go about it.
What advice would you give to a male friend who's just hitting his sexual market value peak?
Go for it. Don't hold back. If like see someone that you're attracted to, just go up and say hey, and don't just sit there and do nothing.
Get out there.
Yeah, go for it. just go for it.
Utilise it, I suppose.
Yeah.
I say like, if that's what you
think
want, think of what you
through.
want. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
I don't know, like, if you're at your sexual market peak, maybe it's the perfect time to be finding someone to settle down with because they're stuck with you after that.
Try to fall in love.
To find a partner and settle down.
Be safe. Be safe and don't be can I swear? Don't be an asshole.
Because you're both going to get ugly, let's be honest.
So you're pretty much saying grab someone hot while you can. Is that what you're saying?
Well, it doesn't have to be someone hot because in the end it doesn't matter. It's all about what's on the inside.
Do you. Put yourself first. Do everything that you've ever wanted to. And then you can settle down.
Oh, I don't know. It's hard.
Do you know why? Like, what are you struggling with?
I think because I was quite young and like when I had a baby, and obviously like relationships, you tell the guy not to,
but if love happens, love happens.
yeah.
Because you never know. Yeah.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. It's been a pretty crazy day interviewing. I had one girl who recognized me from my videos, her brother had shown her. I had another woman whose partner came up and wouldn't let her sign the release form that I presented her with at the end. But you know, I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to like and subscribe. If you like Red Pill interviews, please check out my Patreon page. Thanks for watching and I'll catch you next time.